Welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Tommy Grisafi. I'm going to be here for one more segment after this. Let's take a look at the markets. They are moving around at a good pace here. Let's look at corn. Things are getting better slowly. SEP corn 404 and 3/4, down 2 3/4. Now, folks at home are probably wondering, why aren't you reading off the July? Well, the July corn is actually in what's called delivery period. So we see the July up there, but we don't want to talk about it too much. December corn 418 and 3/4, down 2. That's an improvement from where we were just a little bit ago. So seeing a little improvement in corn. You heard us talk earlier on the show that we had some really strong analytics that whichever way the report goes, the market tends to go that way. We'll see if we can break that streak. Looking at soybeans, August soybeans up 5 1/4. We don't trade as many August soybeans as we move right to the September and November. SEP soybeans 10.99 3/4, around that $11 mark, down 1/4. No beans 11.03, down 3/4 of a cent. Big volume going through the Nov soybeans, both in the futures and the options. I had a chance to visit with my friend PJ Quaid this weekend on some premium content that I do. And PJ had said that we'd pushed huge volume through the corn futures and options. I think he also threw out some other statistic that one market traded a lot more volume than the other. You have to understand, folks, that USDA number came out right at 11 o'clock. It was supposed to come out at 11 o'clock. It really didn't. We didn't get the data till about 11:06, 11:15, and then the markets digested it. So we traded huge volume after that. Let's move to border trade wheat. SEP wheat 587, up 13.5. December border trade wheat up 13, trading 610. We go to deferred months. March 628, up 12 3/4. May, you're gonna throw that wheat in the bin. What are you gonna get in May of 25? Feels weird saying that. 637 1/4, up 12 cents. Let's move over to Kansas City. Kansas City it is. We move over to there and we have SEP Kansas City 595.5, trading up 9 1/4. December Kansas City 611, up 7 3/4. Throwing that Kansas City wheat in the bin. What are you going to get? 624 1/4 for March KC. May of 25, 631 3/4, up 8 cents. Spring wheat. Now, I talked to a client before I came on set, and the rain, and you see Tim Ross talking about it, continued moisture for the north. You're seeing states like Minnesota, the Canadian prairies, and North Dakota, they keep getting big rains. Let's talk about spring wheat. SEP spring wheat, 627 3/4, up 14 3/4. D spring wheat, 646, up 13.5. A lot of farmers I work with are going to store that wheat. They'll move it down in March or May. Sometimes they see that basis improvement, or they just can't move as many bushels during harvest. March spring wheat, 661.5, up 12 1/4. May, 666. Those are some spooky numbers there, up 7. Looking at that spring wheat. Last but not least, cotton. Cotton it is, doing a little better. Been a quiet day over in cotton. Cotton 72.05, up 7 cents. Deese cotton 72.89, up 20 cents. Well, we're going to take a little commercial break, and when I come back, we're going to talk livestock right after this commercial break. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Tommy Grisafi, filling in for my friend Scott, the cow guy. He'll be back tomorrow. Well, it's grilling season. It's the 1st of July, and we have to talk meats. When I think meats and I think the CME group, I think live cattle. Let's see how the prices are doing in the live cattle market there. August live cattle, 184.22, down 120. Live cattle, 183.60, down 127. East live cattle, 185, trading down 87. It's myself and you, we all look at this cattle board, they're all around that 185 level, a little lower, a little higher. But you say live cattle are trading 185, that sure takes care of a lot of months. Looking at the feeder cattle market, seems like we wanted to trade down for the beginning of the year, and we're doing it. August, feeder cattle, 257.22, down $2. SEP feeders, 257.72, down again $2. You see the theme here. Look at those 257s and those price. August, SEP, Nov. When do cattle actually trade a little lower? Is in January. 255.72 in Jan, down 192. Lean hogs, last but not least, we're seeing hogs mixed for the day. August hogs, 89.70, up 20. Ock hogs, 75.55, down 20. Deese hogs, 69.60, trading down 25. These prices in the Deese hogs definitely have producers bummed out. You're looking at lower prices. We talked before on a prior segment, we have higher elevated interest rates. I took a look at my phone before we cut to break, and I was able to look at the stock market, and we're seeing incredible volatility in the stock market today. Not sure I can pull that up on the fly. I'll see. I don't see it here on my board. But looking at the stock market here earlier, the Dow Jones was up 350, and it's pulling back. We're now lower. Again, it's the 1st of July. A lot of people, traders, want to go on vacation. They're going to hit the road early. I think you'll see big volume happen today and tomorrow, and I think that's it. Markets will be open Wednesday, but I bet you they're pretty thin by then. And again, as I had told Suzanne on a prior segment, folks don't want to trade once they get flat or get their positions managed. They want to leave. But like I said, sometimes they don't email you before risk happens. There's a lot of headlines coming out, and they could continue. You never know what's going to happen. It's a wild world here. That's why we hope you stick with us all day. Now, if you're still here in a little bit, you can catch this guy who has 2 thumbs and is hosting the Cow Guy Close today, Tommy Grisafi. Now, I hear someone giggling to my left. I'm going to hand it back to Suzanne. Suzanne.
You're good. You're very good. I love it. We're looking forward to seeing you at Cow Guy Close. But, you know, listening to these markets and what's going on right now, we know we have a short week. We know that Thursday, of course, 4th of July. A lot of guys, you said, typically will tend to go ahead, make their trades, do what they got to do, and kind of just play out. Is there opportunity for some people to come into these markets and take advantage of what's going on this week particularly?
Well, great question, right? You don't have to drive to Chicago and go to the pits. You can just log on to one of these iPads, your iPhone. I was in between break. I was trading from my iPhone. Is it opportunity? Well, if you win, it is, right? If you're supposed to be on family vacation and you lose, hopefully someone yells at you and says, what are you doing trading on vacation? We're spending time with the family. I tell you this, if you have family and friends, you have it all. Let the markets close and go enjoy the lake, the beach, a burger, something. Get out of here, close it down for a few days.
It's a good suggestion. Of course, there is that balance. Enjoy and step away from work for sure. Thank you, Tommy. Great stuff as always.